Well, there is no avoiding talking about this anymore. Since the first rare TF2 weapons video, which there will be a link at the end of this video if you have not seen that yet, I have gotten so many requests to cover the Painted Cowmangler. I thought a lot of people already knew about these, but understandably even those who do know of them would like to know more information about these rare items, as there are so few in existence that it is near impossible to find any accurate information on them. Now that being said, the information I was able to find seems to be the most accurate of them all, but that's not to say that this is the definitive truth. This just seems to be what the general consensus is and what we know of them so far. This could change in the future, or it might not. So a little disclaimer there. I'm not saying this is 100% fact, just the most consistent data I was able to find. So let's get the main thing out of the way. Do Painted Cowmanglers even exist? The short answer is yes, but they are among the most rare items in Team Fortress 2. In fact, they are over 13 times as rare as the golden frying pan. So, how did these weapons come into existence? Well, a few months after the Cowmangler was added to the game, there was an update to the Cowmangler's resources that accidentally caused the game to treat it as a paintable item. Kinda like how you paint hats. This was fixed in roughly 5 minutes after the first update went out, but those who saw this glitch in that time and actually went out of their way to add paint to the Cowmangler were very surprised at how it actually affected the weapon. The Cowmangler's team colors would change to whatever color you painted it, but that's not all. The old projectile effects for the Cowmangler were also treated as paintable. This meant that not only did the in-game weapon look painted to other players, but the projectiles would change color as well. This was later fixed when they updated the projectiles and particle effects of the Cowmangler. Now they will always show up as the color they were intended to be, but the Cowmangler itself would remain painted, and they still are to this day. So why are they so rare? Well, aside from the update that made it possible to paint Cowmanglers being fixed in only 5 minutes, most people did not want to waste costly paint on a bug, assuming that it would be a waste of money and that the Painted Cowmangler would be fixed and they would have wasted paint on nothing, or that they would hold no real value at all. Isn't that funny how that worked out? Due to the update that fixed the projectiles, demand for them started to die down, and an unknown amount of people decided to cut their losses and actually craft the Painted Cowmanglers, or even flat out delete them altogether. There was never an exact number, but it is estimated that at one time there were over 30 Painted Cowmanglers in Team Fortress 2. Today there are only 8 that we know of, 3 of which have the much desired black paint. The others are various shades of team-colored paint and more common colors. It is almost impossible to track down one of these, as most large trading sites do not recognize them as a legitimate form of currency, either due to the difficulty with backpack tracking or the fact that they are so rare it is impossible to determine an actual price of them. Back in 2012, a Painted Cowmangler sold for 15 buds, which of course buds are almost worthless these days, so we'll return that into keys and adjust it for today's prices, and that would bring the Painted Cowmangler's value roughly at $930 US. However, I do not believe that this is a standard price. More likely just some guy who was bad with money buying something for far more than it is worth, as a recent Painted Cowmangler that I was able to find sold for just $290 US. Though with these weapons being so rare, there honestly is no standard value. Just what people are willing to pay for them, and if the owner is willing to sell it for that price. Today many people doubt they even exist. It has become a legend. Sightings of these weapons are almost non-existent, as only a few owners of Painted Cowmanglers are still active in the TF2 community. They may not be as cool as they used to be after the projectile fix, as when it comes down to it, all Painted Cowmanglers are Cowmanglers with slightly darker team colors than usual. Even with only a slight cosmetic difference, they are still sought after by collectors of rare and glitched out weapons, and one of these would surely be the crowning jewel in any collection. So there you have it. Yes, the Painted Cowmanglers do exist, and yes, you can still see the painted colors in-game, just not the projectiles. Well, I hope this information was helpful to you. So thanks for watching! Also, if you guys have any ideas for other rare weapons I should cover, let me know in the comments down below. And if you're interested, did you know that I actually do make and sell ocarinas? Yeah, I'm named Ace the Ocarina Maker for a reason. So if you'd like to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description, as well as a link to our Steam group so you can stay updated on any future events or videos. That's all for now. I sincerely hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all in the next one.